Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know, Crisis on Infinite Earths came out like yesterday-ish, and I am here to talk about it because that's what I do. Anyway, a bit of recap before we start. If you don't know what happened last time, well, Batman died like a bitch. Now on to the show. So the episode begins by showing us how the Monitor and the Anti-Monitor were created. Basically, the Monitor had a wife, and apparently he liked to time travel because that's a thing. And on his home planet, like 10,000 years ago, he decided, hey, let's go teleporting. And then he teleported to like this green bubble fart thing. And then for some reason, he got teleported to the antimatter universe. And his wife died because reasons. And bing bada boom, Anti-Monitor was created because why not? Anyway, then we go back to the vanishing point where our heroes are still chilling and, you know, depressed and all that. And we see the Asian dude, and he's like writing to his dead wife. And he's telling her all the recaps of what happened since, you know, we were on a month-long ass break. And he's like writing to her and telling what's everybody been up to. Basically, everybody's depressed, except for basically Lex Luthor, because Lex is just chilling. And basically, the Asian dude and Lex decide to create a teleporter, but it don't work because I don't know. They just found a bunch of trash and just like drilled it all together. Thought that would work. I don't know. Maybe they're stupid. Maybe I don't understand. But anyway, we're moving on. Also, side note, they say that they have been there for literal months, right? Like multiple months. What do they eat? What do they drink? Because I looked over there, right? And basically all I saw was a bunch of broken trash, right? There was no food or water. Basically, just metal and electricity. How are they alive? Anyway, the Flash shows up, and he like crashes into the wall, and apparently he's been gone for like yellow months. And he comes back, he's just like, what are you talking about? I've been gone for like 2 seconds at most. And they're just like, nah fam, you was like just barely showed up. And he's like out there like hella tired and almost dying. And they're just like, yo bro, you got to chill. Then we see Oliver, right? And then he has like a flashback to all of his fights throughout the seasons. And basically he turned into a Spectre. Why or how he was turned into a Spectre, I don't know. They tell him, oh, your whole life has prepared you to be the Spectre. But why him? Or how did he get the power? We don't know. But, you know, there's that random ass dude chilling with him on Lian Yu. So, I don't know. Anyway, Oliver's eyes turn all green. And then he speaks in a very weird synthesized voice. So, like, you know how the Monitor speaks with a weird-ass synthesized voice? Yeah, Oliver speaks like that, too, because apparently powers. I don't know. So, anyway, Barry wants to go back to the Speed Force, because, well, for reasons. And then Sarah's just like, nah, fam, you was dying. And then Flash is just like, get out of my way. And they have a little bit of a fight. But then Oliver shows up, and he's just like, hey, what's up, guys? I'm here to bring the gang back together. And they're just like, yo, Oliver, like, how is he alive right now? And Oliver's just like, don't worry about it. And then he's like, yo, Flash, we need you to like run around, go to the Speed Force. Flash is just like, I can't, I'm dying. And then Oliver like touches his forehead and apparently gives him a power boost. What that means, I don't know, but he just touches his forehead, and apparently now Flash has all the powers because of reasons. So Supergirl, Asian Dude, and Lex Luthor all get thrown into the Monitor's home planet 10,000 years ago, so they could maybe stop him from traveling to the green bubble fart thing. And Lex instantly like biggity bounces out of there. He's just like he just like comes there, he's like, alright, bye, and like leaves. And Supergirl's just like, oh him. Anyway, Barry just like wakes up in like a lab or something, and he's like, "What the hell am I doing here?" And then Oliver's just like, "Yo, so I was traveling through like Speed Force, but the monitor like slapped me in the face, so I don't know what's going on anymore." And then he like straight up Thanos vanishes. You know, he turns into dust. So Flash has got to go find all of his compadres. So that's the thing. So after that, Barry, our Barry, meets Ezra Miller as the Flash from the Justice League movies. And I am a bit confused as to what this really means, because does that mean that the Justice League and the Arrowverse are in the same universe? Or does that mean that like Ezra Miller is like dying or getting destroyed by the antimatter, and so he's in the Speed Force? Or I don't know what the hell this means, but nice cameo, bro. Thanks for coming. Anyway, Supergirl runs around a little bit and finds Lex, and Lex is just walking through the woods, and Supergirl just like, "I don't know what you're doing, but I'm gonna stop you." And then Lex is just like, "Psych," and reveals that he has powers now, because of course he does, and knocks her ass out. Pulled the freaking reverse Uno card, and then he knocks out the Asian dude, because why the hell not? Then we see Batwoman, and she's like chilling, and then she sees Oliver talking to Ray Palmer from season 3 when they were all pissy at each other, and she's just like, what do I do? What is this? What's happening? So then Martian Manhunter, who is the most underused character in this whole crossover, he goes to season, whatever the hell season the aliens were attacking, and he's just like, "Yo, what am I doing here?" And then he sees Oliver and Supergirl arguing, because that was a whole thing back then, and it was dumb then, and it's dumb now. So, yay. So the Asian dude is like insecure about his position on the team, because he's just a regular ass dude. You know, he doesn't have any powers, and he's not really that smart, I guess. And Supergirl is just like, "Don't worry about a fam. You're here for a reason, whatever that reason might be." Even though in the end, I mean, honestly, they could have done without him, now that I look back. Why was he so special? I don't understand. He didn't even do anything. Whatever. Anyway, Barry finds Oliver, right, in his weird dreams or whatever. And it's last year's crossover when Oliver shot the magic bluish arrow thingo into the Book of Destiny. And, you know, he's chilling. Then Barry comes up and he's just like, "Yo, Oliver, come here, fool." And then Barry's just like, "Yo, so you was dreaming right now." And Oliver's just like, "That's right, I am dreaming. You're right, bro." And then Barry's just like, "Yo, like, what's happening? You know, where'd you get that arrow?" And then Oliver's just like, "Yo, so I had to give up my life to save Supergirl and yours." And then Oliver gives like this kind of beautiful speech, right? Honestly, anything between Barry and Oliver in this crossover has been excellent. You know, these two have more chemistry than Oliver and Felicity ever did, to be honest. But he gives like this like very awesome speech about like how death is easy, but carrying on is actually what the hard part is, or something like that, you know. Very emotional, very nice. I was actually surprised by this. Good on you guys. So Barry finds Sarah right after he ran away from Oliver, and she is dead. Let me explain. This was fun. Arrow season 3. You know, in the beginning when Sarah got, you know, stabbed in the chest. Yeah, this is her. And then Diggle and Laurel are, you know, there and mourning. And then Barry comes in and he's like, "Yo, what's up, gang? How y'all doing?" This is awkward. Anyway, then we see Lex, right? And he's just like running around chilling. And Lex comes up to the monitor. He finds him and he's like, "Yo, you gotta chill, bro, because I've seen the future and I know what happens," right? And then the monitor's just like, "No, what are you talking about? Like, this is my life's work." And then Lex is just like, "Bro, if you do this, literally everything will die." And then, so yeah, apparently now they're gonna work together. Who knows? Anyway, then we see Barry. He's just like, yo, I'm going to touch Sarah, right? And Diggle and Laurel are there, and she's like, what the hell are you doing? No. And then Barry just like touches her with his magic fingers, and then she's like, wow, what the hell happened? Why am I dead? And then Barry's just like, yo, chill out. Everybody chill. Then he takes Sarah and runs away. Anyway, then we see the Martian Manhunter. He's talking to Oliver and Supergirl. And then he gives a speech about diversity or togetherness or not being racist. I don't know what the hell he said. And basically, Barry takes his ass and whisks him away too. So, Batwoman, right? She's talking to Oliver and his season 3 self, right? And then she says something, and then she's whisked away too by the Flash. Then we see Supergirl, right? She like breaks into the monitor's house, and she's like, I don't know what Lex told you, but he's lying. And then him and Supergirl start fighting each other. And then the Asian dude tells the monitor, he's like, hey, don't be a dick. And the monitor just like, yeah, you're right. Then we see Lex and Supergirl, and they're straight up firing Kamehamehas at each other until Barry comes and like picks them up. And all of them go to the Dawn of Time with like green filter on it. And you know, the anti-monitor's there, and he summons like a bunch of shadows, so you know, it's time to battle. So then Oliver shows up, and he's just like, yo dudes, so here's what's gonna happen, right? I need time to create the universe, right? So you guys just be a distraction for me real quick, and I'm gonna go like do something else. And they're just like, we got you, fam. So all the heroes start fighting the shadows, and you know, CGI, spectacle, blah blah blah. Even the Asian dude is over there doing something. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but he's trying to fight, which is something, I guess. Then the monitor comes up to Oliver. He's just like, all of you will die. And Oliver's just like, ha, no we won't. And then they start to fight. And it's the most Dragon Ball Z thing I have ever seen in my life. It's the most Dragon Ball Z fight ever. They're like over there just throwing Kamehamehas at each other. Right? And then Oliver's just like, bleh, opens his mouth like a freaking sky beam just shoots out of his mouth. And then the monitor's just like, no. He like screams like straight up like Darth Vader in Revenge of the Sith. And then basically big ass explosion, and then Oliver dies, right? Well, not yet, but the anti-monitor is gone, and so are his shadow thing goes. So Oliver's just down there just taking a nap. And then Barry and Sarah come up, and Oliver's just like, yo, so I'm gonna die, right? But you guys have to carry on like my legacy, protect my family, and you know, thanks for everything. I'm a biggity bounce. And then he goes bleh and dies. So that was episode 4 of the crossover, and in my opinion, probably the best episode. You know, there was kind of a lot of filler in it, to be honest, that maybe shouldn't have been there. But mostly I think it was solid. You know, mostly it was probably the best out of all of them. I would have liked to see them fight a bit more, because the final battle was kind of short. I did like the Dragon Ball Z fight though, I'm not gonna lie. That was actually pretty cool. But I don't know, I thought it was pretty solid. I thought it was pretty okay. You know, it just show up. You know, I lamented last time about how Oliver wasn't in the crossover very much, and this is his last appearance, and he appears a lot, to be fair. But I don't know. We'll see. I'll conclude my final thoughts on the final episode. But for now, thank you for watching, and go watch the next video. Thank you. Bye.